Hey everyone, I'm Eiza Gonzalez and I'm on Global Grind right now, so stay tuned and don't miss our interview.
What's going on, folks? Nothing better to do. I'm Blockzilla and you're watching the No Judgment Zone. As always, I have a wonderful guest with me, the lovely Eiza Gonzalez.
Hi.
From the new show From Dusk Till Dawn on El Rey, right?
Yeah.
That's what's up. How'd you get involved with this thing? Because you're playing Selma Hayek's character.
Yeah.
How'd you get involved with this project?
Well, it was an interesting way of forming part of it. I was in Mexico when I got the sides to read for Robert, and obviously especially coming from another country, just getting called for auditioning for someone like Robert Rodriguez is just mind-blowing. So obviously as soon as I got it, I remember being in the middle of a photo shoot and I was doing a bridal photo shoot and he's like, take that dress off, I need to read. And I stole my makeup artist shirt and everything because I was in sweatpants so I could read in front of the camera. And I called a friend who's a camera guy and he said, I'll be there in 10. So he got there, we against the wall, we just started reading. I was so nervous. It was very intense reading too. It was, if you've gotten to know the movie, the original, it's a very sensual character, so it had very strong lines. Like eat me and really weird stuff. So I'm reading it to the camera and when I finished I said, dude, I suck. This was really bad, but I'll send it and cross my fingers. And that's when you understand that directors they can see way behind what you just see on camera. And obviously I sucked, but he saw something in me that we worked in together later, and we got an audition. I got an audition with him directly probably a week later and flew to LA and started auditioning. And at the end of the day I did probably 4 auditions and then got the part, and 2 days later I was flying to Austin and just getting settled and starting to shoot. So it was just unbelievable, and I'm very blessed and happy, and I've enjoyed so much, and I can see how much I've grown from that day, and it's not been that long, and I've grown so much from that day to now.
Yeah, and you guys you actually formed a great friendship with the cast, you and Wilmer and everyone else. Tell me more about that bonding experience and how the situation was in Austin.
Well, it was very interesting because we were all living in Austin, Texas. We were all moved there, and then they got us all living in this small condos.
Like the real world?
Yeah, it was like a reality show in on set and off set. But no, it was really cool. We would, and the cool thing that, thank God, Robert has an eye for choosing cool people and really laid back people. So Robert Patrick was living right across of me. Madison, DJ Catrona, the lead, Zane Holtz, who I worked a lot with because he plays Richard Gecko. Jesse Garcia, Wilmer Balderrama, Brandon Suhu. We were all living there. So it would be really funny. Jesse, who plays Ranger Gonzalez, he's vegan and he loves to cook, so we would always wake up and we had pancakes, or we would come back from going out and he would cook for us, or when we were hungover he would cook for us. He's the best roommate you would want to have. And it was awesome because we would all drive together to work and we really created a family, and Robert was 100% part of it. I mean, Robert lives in Austin. He doesn't like to go to LA, and that he's a very real Texan guy. So he would always invite us home and just cook for everyone. We would play karaoke and play Halo, and we would be like a normal family.
Are you good in Halo?
Oh yeah. I'm better than a couple of my castmates. I can't say because they would get so pissed if I'm telling them off, but no, I am good. I'm a little bit of a tomboy, so I have an older brother. He's 12 years older than me. He was a Marine. He's this rough guy, so I grew up being a dude. I would love to play Zelda, and I was a weird girl.
Zelda.
I was a weird girl.
Now, some of the marketing for this, I saw they have a number where they call up and they say what they would do to you.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Do you listen to those calls? I saw one that said I would drink your bathwater and bite the bubbles.
Yeah, that's so
Drink your dirty bathwater and bite the bubbles.
Ugh,
Yeah.
That's gnarly.
It is.
It's awesome. When they came up with the idea of doing it's called the Santanico party line, I thought it was hilarious. I love that Robert always does those little things to promote his show. He did there's an episode where the Big Kahuna Burger is where all the I think this third episode is developed. So when he aired that episode, he did in between commercials on Ol Rey, this commercial for Big Kahuna Burger, and he always plays those little things. So we did the Santanico party line. It was amazing. We recorded probably 10 to 15 voices and introductions and such, so it's awesome. I've heard a lot of things that people call, and I've called too. All my castmates have called. It's so funny, and I feel it's
How
hilarious.
I would figure it gets really creepy.
It gets super creepy, especially forget about everything. It gets super creepy when you're on set and you get to the dark side of it. We were in our condos, we're haunted, and we would always think that it had to do because we're always talking about very dark subjects, we're playing with death and killing and sacrifices and vampires, and it's very, it's not like a typical commercial vampire story. It's a very Robert Rodriguez trademark story. It's very gory, dark, it's very gnarly, so it's awesome when you get on set. I would love the part of transforming into the Culebra, into the vampire, and going through all the prosthetics and being covered in blood and running around barefoot with my claws and my teeth and my crazy snake eyes. Surrounded by snakes. It was just super dark but super cool. It's different. You don't get to do this kind of job so much, and if you're gonna do it, you want to do it with the best. So you know that if you're gonna work with someone who knows this kind of subject so well, is you have to work with Robert.
Absolutely cool. Now, how does it feel to actually be promoting it and people starting to know you more or less for your work rather than the rumors, because you came into the public eye just boom, on a little bit of controversy. I know I read that you walked out of a press conference once, but how does it feel actually now people started to see the stuff that you're doing and see your work versus speculation?
I mean, this is something that happens all the time to every actress or actor in the world. Everyone goes through speculations. It doesn't really matter how big or if you're starting or you're a huge star. It's a part of this industry. Everything is gonna be blown out of proportion 99% of the time, because honestly, basic stories, which they're probably 99.9% always very normal stories, when people break up or people date or when someone gets divorced or anything, it's just normal. It's like a day-to-day basis in everyone else's life. You work, doesn't work, it ends, and that's it, and you continue your life. But obviously it's better to enhance and make it more attractive for the public eye, because no one's going to buy a magazine if they don't say the original story. So, I mean, at the end of the day, those things are so irrelevant.
And you had a big singing career too before you came to the States, right?
Yeah, I started singing when I started my career. I started with, all these teen shows that they love to do, acting and singing and touring. So I did a couple of soap operas where I had a double life, and I was a singer, and I worked for Nickelodeon Latin America for probably 2 years.
Okay.
And yeah, I started doing things for teens, and at a certain point I decided that I had to move to America to pursue my dream and grow. That sometimes you feel like you're stuck in this thing and you don't feel like you're growing anymore, so I had to take some risks, and that's what I did, and now I'm very focused in acting and probably will sing eventually because I love it, but things are really working out right now and in the acting side of it, so I want to focus on it.
Down in Austin, Texas, is a big party city. You're in a club hanging out with your co-stars, You're in a club hanging out with your co-stars. Song comes on. Which song comes on that makes you want to get up and just kill it and dance?
Oh my God, I have so many songs that I really like. I like Turned Up. I love it. I like to jump in the club. I really like Skrillex. I feel like it pumps me up when I'm in the club.
Ideal date. I know a lot of people love you. You're almost 1 million followers on Instagram. What's an ideal date? What's the perfect date a guy can take you on?
A perfect date. I don't have a perfect date. The thing that for guys that honestly the cool thing about dating me, and to be honest, is that I'm not uptight at all. Like, if you can take me to your favorite taco stand, or to your favorite burger joint, or we can go to a shabby place and have fun, or go and dance salsa, or I can go and club, or I can go and
You know how to dance salsa?
Yeah, of course.
Can you teach me? Like
I will.
I'm serious. Like I don't even know how to dance salsa.
We need to learn. More important, you need to learn the Mexican kind of.
Oh, I didn't know there was a difference.
Oh my God, there's so many kind of dances in Mexico. There's like typical, obviously you don't wear a skirt, right? But there's like a bunch of, we'll have this conversation.
I'm gonna get up.
You're gonna dance?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to dance for you. But you gotta teach me. You gotta tell me like what to do directly.
What is your favorite kind of music?
I'm a hip hop head.
Oh man. Okay, so have you heard?
But I want to do a Mexican dance. I want to do a
Okay,
Mexican
so
dance.
guys, I'm gonna grab this. Go like this in Mexico, and I don't really know because this is the guy side, so I would lie. But girls play with their skirt and go like this.
I saw that.
You've seen it.
Yeah.
So you gotta learn it. You gotta YouTube it though, because
Okay.
I don't know the guy side.
Yeah.
There's like it's
But
different.
the girl side, how does the girl side go?
Girls grab their skirts and go.
And they fling their skirts. That looks beautiful.
But I have to have a skirt and use your feet. But this is not the moment. I'm not prepared. I have a mic and a short dress.
Right.
But I mean, I can do anything. I really enjoy to do different things. I like when a guy doesn't play it safe, likes to do different things. I like to surf a lot, so I really like a guy that knows to surf and surfboard.
I know acting is your passion right now, but I did listen to some of your music. I would love it if you could just sing a little bit for me, please, if possible.
You want me to sing? What do you want me to sing?
Anything.
Do you understand Spanish?
I don't even want to understand. I just want to hear you sing to me.
¿Cómo pude arriesgarlo todo por tu amor que nunca existiría? Tu traición ya la veía, pensabas que no te iba a olvidar. Encerrada en mis recuerdos, llorándote de lejos y no, o ya no eres parte de mis sueños, te dejo.
That was beautiful.
You're getting me so nervous. You're like, okay.
But that's our show for today. I do want to say join us next week. You know what we're going to do next week?
What are we going to do
We're going to dress up like dolphins and scare third graders.
Why am I not doing that? That's way funner than just sitting and talking.
I know. We can do that. I have the costumes over here.
I love it. I would love to do it. You're watching Global Grind TV.
I'm secure. It's just I'm saying, watch these bitches, nigga. You better watch these bitches. I'm just saying, nigga.
Time you see this, that was out now.
Yeah, go
Forrest
check it
Whitaker
out.
plays this nut.
Angel.
This nut who